Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. Today I've got Carnage Day. Customer brought this unit in stating that it died on him, and after I checked this thing out, and I do believe the camshaft exploded on this thing. This thing is out of warranty period. It's got a lot of hours on it. The thing's been used pretty hard, and the customer opted to not fix it. He just went ahead and replaced it. So what I'm gonna do, for entertainment purposes only, essentially, I'm gonna tear this thing apart, and we'll go ahead and look at the damage together on this thing, see how bad the engine is, maybe try to determine what happened to it, that type of thing. So in just a second, I'll start tearing this thing apart. Now that I got the engine torn off of the fan housing for this thing, one thing you notice is the lack of movement of the rocker arms, and you can see how black and dark it is in there. So that tells me the camshaft in this thing broke. I'll go ahead and take this cam cover off. See what we got. See what kind of destruction we have here. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Find my flashlight here. So as you can see, we have a little bit of a failure. So there you can see the camshaft came apart. See how black it is in there, it's just nasty. So yeah, pretty good carnage there. Now as far as why this happened, hard to say for sure. They could just be running a really cheap oil. This thing is really black in here and kind of nasty. So it could be an oil issue. Something could have washed through the engine. I mean, who knows? So let me pull this engine pan off real quick and we'll look at the crankshaft. Just all kinds of, you can see how dark and nasty it is in there. It's pretty bad. So let me knock the crank out of this thing real quick. Ugh, yeah, it's bad. Oh, we have a bad wrist pin too. You can see that there. So the wrist pin is wiped out on this as well. So the cam and the wrist pin went out. Okay, so there's the cause of the crankshaft, or the camshaft problem. So right here you can see the piston is broken. So the wrist pin locked up, broke the piston, sent that piece of piston through the rest of the engine, took out the camshaft, is basically what happened. All right, well that's some pretty good destruction there. Camshafts in a million pieces. And then again, you see that piston just broke off. This thing is nasty. So, and again, I've seen this failure on these blowers. I haven't seen it as much with the BR800, but the BR6 and 700s, they still really suffer from this problem. It's not as bad as it used to be. They have gotten better, but still an issue. So you got to make sure that you're running really good oil in these things. It's very, very important. Good fuel, good oil. You've got to do it. Otherwise, this is the issue you run into. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. There's your destruction of the week. Pretty catastrophic failure. Again, these wrist pins on these things continues to be a problem. But you got to make sure you're running good oil in these things again. Spend the money on the oil in it. will save you a big headache. And again, this thing's out of warranty period, and there's just too much damage here to fix it. There's just the crankshaft's over $300, then you got to do a piston kit, then you got to do a cam. I don't really know what the cylinder looks like. It's may or may not be damaged. I don't know. But again, these guys, if they can get 2 years out of them or a little bit more, then they're happy with it and they just buy a new one. So hope you enjoyed that. And if you don't mind, like and subscribe and stay tuned, and I'll bring you more of these as I come across them. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.